Today I'm going to show you how to take a scene like this and turn it into a scene like this. Welcome to Reel Filmmaking. My name is Corey Tindall, and today we're going to talk about how to do a basic DIY simple one light setup. Now I think lighting is one of the things as filmmakers that can be really intimidating for us. I mean, I know for me, I stayed away from lighting for the longest time because I'm like, oh, it seems super complicated and how am I going to figure that out, and 3-point lighting, and even what types of lights to buy and how do I light a scene. And the more and more like I went to camera or lenses or gear to like get a better image, I started to find out more and more that making an image look good has a lot to do with how it is lit, how it is set up. Composition is important, but lighting is probably up there in like the top 3 things that makes an image look good. Now the first thing that you're going to want to have in doing your simple one light setup is the actual light itself. The light that I'll recommend you buy is one of these can work lights that you can get from someplace like Walmart or Home Depot. I think I paid maybe like $8 for this light, but you can get them. They have different sizes. I think I got like a medium sized one. But get one of those, get a pack of some daylight bulbs, and that's basically all you're going to need for the actual light source itself. While you're at Walmart, make sure that you pick up a shower curtain. You might have an extra shower curtain laying around from someplace, but you're going to want a shower curtain to help diffuse the light so the light is not harsh on your face. It's going to bring a nice softness to the light in your image. Along with that, you're also going to want to get a pack of clothespins or maybe like work clamps. I picked up this pack from Walmart for I think maybe like 12-ish bucks. You know, it's got a different range of sizes, so I've got the bigger clamps, the medium, and the small clamps, and this can be really helpful just for stuff around your studio, but particularly we're going to be using them to clamp the shower curtain onto the light to create the diffusion, the kind of mini softbox. The last big thing that you will need in creating your DIY one light setup is you're going to need some sort of pole or something to mount the light on. Now there's different like work light stands that you can buy from someplace like Home Depot, but I like to get things that can be multi-use for me. So I actually have my light mounted on a microphone stand, which I picked up from Guitar Center. I think the cheapest ones you can buy range from 15 to 20 bucks. I like it because it's multi-purpose, because I can use it for a light stand, but then I can also use it if I'm recording audio or doing anything with like podcasting, stuff like that. So I would lean towards getting a mic stand. You can still set it up and then clamp the light to it. The work light will have that clamp on it, and you'll be good to go. So with those pieces of kit, you can assemble the simple DIY single light source. And now you've got your light, it looks beautiful, but how do you set up the rest of this shot so it just doesn't look like washed out like garbage? Well, now we'll take our light and we will get to it. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is like find your space, find where you want to set up. Make sure that you are not up against a wall. That is the biggest mistake that a lot of people make when they are trying to set up and do lighting for video. You don't want to be up against the wall, because even if you have nice lights, you're going to get a ton of shadows, and they don't look good. No matter even if you have the most expensive light, shadows don't look good. So make sure that you move out away from a wall. Right now I think I'm probably like, maybe 2 feet from the wall behind me, and you want to find something with some interest. So I'm in my studio right now. I do a lot of music in here, and this is where I make the videos, but I have lots of different ways I can shoot in here. So I've got guitars up on the wall. It's kind of some visual interest, a bookcase back there, not too distracting, so you can still focus on me as the subject, but something that kind of doesn't leave everything bland and plain and ugly. Once you've got your light put together and you've chosen where you want to be, let's get the light set up. So imagine the camera is 90 degrees from you, straight in front of you. You've got a 90-degree angle here. You're going to want to set your camera up at either a 25-degree angle or a 45-degree angle from you. You're also going to want to make sure that your light is above you so that the light is hitting you and the shadows are dropping off. So light looks most natural when it hits us from top to bottom. Like when the sun is out, we see light naturally fall from the top of our face to the bottom of our face. So that's what we want to emulate in studio lighting. So like I said, you want to position your light either 25 or 45 degrees from you, and that's going to create what is either called loop lighting, the 25 degrees, so where you've got a little bit of shadows here, and like you kind of get these like little loops, or 45 degrees, which is going to create Rembrandt lighting, which is very iconic. The painter Rembrandt was known for how he lit his subjects, and there would always be this piece of triangle light right here, but kind of the rest of my face is in shadow, but not too deep, and most of the light is hitting my face on this side. So that's what you're going to want to look for. Either of those lighting styles, very flattering, works very well for a single light. As you can see, I've got other things going on in the scene, so I want to turn some of those off and show you what it looks like just with this light source. So just with this light source, you're seeing that I'm getting a lot of light on this side of my face and some fall off a little right here. And this kind of creates more of a cinematic look. You know, if I was going for a little more moody look, my ISO is a little bit lower, so I don't have a ton of grain. You know, I could bump it up a little bit, you know, maybe here, maybe put it up to like 200. But honestly, I like this image. It looks cinematic, things are exposed, you can see me, it looks good. And this would be totally fine if this is how you're just starting, you've got the one light setup, but I want to show you, once you get that, how you can use other lights you might have around your house to help you out with this. So this is our key light, and in lighting terms, that means it's the biggest source of light that we have coming in here. So if you're in a room, you probably have lamps, you probably have other things. Let me show you how you can use those to complement your key light. So behind me I have a work light that I bought from Lowe's. It's an LED light, gets pretty bright. And so what I'm going to do is I have it angled down behind me, and I'm going to turn it on so that it hits most of the floor but a little bit of the wall, and it spills up onto the wall. So it's going to create some ambient light behind me, and it's something that we would call like a practical light. It's in the scene behind me, it creates more light, and it's a nice way to just help get a little bit more light into your scene and create some separation between me and the background and the subject. So let me turn that on right now. So you can see, again, that brings more light into our scene. The key light is still providing most of the light, but now you have a little bit more separation from the background. So that's great. I think this looks great. I like this setup. Like I said, if you're in a bedroom or in like a side room or something, you probably have some other lamps in there. So let me show you what adding a couple more lights just to the side of me helps to fill in some of these shadows. So I've got a lamp over here to my right. When I turn that on, you can see a little bit more of my face comes out of the shadows. And then I've got one more lamp over here, which again, these aren't required, but they're already in my house, so it's like I want to use them. If I turn this on, I get another nice even fill on my face, even a little bit too exposed, so I could probably turn this down right here. And now we're left with this really good looking image that I'm very happy with. So with this information, hopefully you can go out, craft together your own simple key light and work on just some different lighting scenarios, whether it's like, the single light, maybe you've got some other lights that you can use to help accentuate your scene. But start working on lighting and you'll see your videos take a dramatic increase in quality. I promise you that, whether you're doing YouTube videos, short films, or whatever. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel for more content about filmmaking, storytelling, about creative process coming on a weekly basis. And until next time, keep making movies and watching movies, and I'll see you on Reel Filmmaking.